bought a tent trailer. It's 2020 and summer is basically canceled. It needed a bit of work though. So the curtains just slide in these little rails. If you redo the curtains, make sure you save these pieces and sew them onto your new curtains. So I'm just gonna pull them off and take them down. Here we are starting to clean the vinyl. Look at that come off. It's just water and woolite and it's so satisfying. I'm not at all convinced that this trailer has been cleaned since 1992. I'm cleaning all of the cushions. I have pulled off the covers and washed them. They're in pretty good shape, so there's no reason to change them. And then for all of the mattresses, I have vacuumed, sprayed with vinegar, sprinkled with baking soda. I'm letting that dry in the sun, then I'll do the other side, and then vacuum up the baking soda that is left. I flipped all the mattresses over to deodorize the other side and let them dry and air out in the sun. Here's a great hint that I got from one video that I watched, and the sieve is there to spread the baking soda around. So you pour the baking soda in the sieve and then you shake it, and then you end up with big clumps. So that really helped. There they are. And I'm gonna start taking the tent off. Feel like it's like there's no going back now. Day 2 in the camper remodel. So yesterday we just did a good clean as well as we could. Vacuum, sweep, pull it out all the cushions, took the cushion covers off, washed them, got them organized. Today I'm going to start marking the tent for repairs. I have decided to patch, not try and take stuff apart, but put on top. Once I get this tent off, it's going to be really hard to tell, I think, what to do, like which corner is good and which corner is bad, and remember all the bits and pieces. It's easy to tell when it's open, but of course you can't fix it open. So I need a strategy. So what I've done, I've got myself a notebook to write things down on, some red cloth, a Sharpie, and some pins. And I'm actually going to pin the red cloth everywhere where there's a pair that needs to be made, write a number on it, and put the number in the book. That way I can go crossing off the repairs, and I'm not going to miss anything that then maybe I didn't fix it, and then I put the canvas back up, and then I find another hole and it's too late and it's already up. So that's my plan. This is what my list looks like. I put stars beside the things that are most important so I can start with those in case I run out of fabric. And then those are also the ones that I'm going to do from the outside. The rest I'll probably reinforce from the inside once it's cleaned, if I can get the mildew off. I've got myself a Tupperware and a screwdriver. This is for the screws. And I'm going to take lots and lots of pictures of where all of the screws are so that hopefully I can get it back together. My understanding from the videos that I've watched is that you undo these screws, and then all of this is just kind of tucked inside this lip, and it just comes off. I'm not sure about the bottom yet, but I guess we'll see as we go. Here we go. Yep, once I lowered the roof, it started to pop out no problem. You always find little things like these rails have to get taken off because they're actually sewn through the canvas. So I'll have to take those off on both sides. That's what holds up the bed roofs. As I was taking out the screws, which is going just fine, I found this. I'm pretty sure these are the light cables that go to the light in the middle, which I don't want to get rid of yet, just in case I want to keep that light. But it is sewn right to the canvas. I have no idea how they installed this together. It's not Velcroed, it's sewn on, but I also don't see any way of getting the canvas off without removing it. So I'm just going to unpick it, my handy shears. I'm just going to unpick it really gently so that I'm just cutting the stitching and not the canvas. What I'm seeing on the bottom, and I've got it all unscrewed up top, but I can't pull it out until the bottom is a little bit looser. And I'm seeing one screw in each corner, and then it looks like it's just slipped inside a rail by tension. So I'm going to undo the screws in each of the corners and see how it goes. We're well on the process of patching. Just wanted to show you a little bit. I'm sewing at my patio table because I can't fit the canvas in my house. And what I'm doing, I made a paper pattern that knit the corners. So I'm working on the corners first. There's the corner. So I made a paper pattern first and then cut out 4 of the pieces. Each of the pieces gets sprayed with this stuff, 3M Super 77 multi-purpose adhesive, which holds it in place, sort of like liquid pins, and will add to the strength. So I glue it on and then sew over top. I'll find a corner that's done already. Sew over top. I'm just using my my domestic sewing machine. I'm not using an industrial sewing machine, so it's not perfect. The stitching isn't awesome, but it will do the job, I think. You're going to need a really strong domestic sewing machine, so that either means one that was built pre-1980 or one that cost about $600 or more. Anything that you buy today that's under about $600, you're going to find has plastic parts that will snap in this process, and then you've just ruined your sewing machine, and they're really unrepairable. So if you're looking for a domestic sewing machine, I actually recommend that you go to secondhand stores and buy a really old one and have it fixed up. Usually you get a better result as a thing. But anyway, there we go. We're patching. I've decided we're gonna call the trailer patch when she's done, because that's what she's gonna look like, pretty patched up. But I think this is day 2 of patching. I'm hopeful by the end of the day it'll keep the rain out. This is not a sewing project for the light of heart, but if you're an experienced sewer and you want to give it a shot, it's totally doable. Here she is, all done. The canvas went back on the opposite way that it came off, and we've tried her for weekends, keeps the rain out, and pretty comfortable.